Hello fellow citizens, welcome back and thank you for joining me today.
Well, my friends, we're back for the IAE Day 8 Drake Interplanetary. Sorry if I sound a little bit winded today. It's been a rough day and had to get myself in the right state of mind to films. Have you ever had one of those days where mentally and physically you're perfectly fine, but something just feels off and wrong? It's kind of how today was. I don't know what it was about it. It's just something has felt wrong all day, and I have no clue what it is. So hopefully the Drake Expo is good and can clear my mind, because heavy metal just didn't quite do it. But let's get to the IAE and see what's going on. It's Drake Day, and there's really not a whole lot of Drake ships. So I'm expecting a small floor today, and we are going to Apex Hall. Now I could go buy some new clothes and get into some Drake gear for it. We are still rocking the Argo. But I'm trying to earn some money, not spend it, you know. And we all know where we're gonna start. We need them commercials.
In a dangerous galaxy, who can you trust to watch your back? Drake's Cutlass Blue lets you take the law into your own hands. With all the attitude you expect from a Cutlass. Formidable suppression options offering a range of lethality, supercharged thrusters, plus an integrated quantum dampener and onboard containment system. The Cutlass Blue. Bad news for the bad guys. Only from Drake.
Gladius Pirate Edition.
The time has come for something new. Something to change the game. Seeking fortunes at the fringes of civilization, you need someone you can trust. In this age of uncertainty, it's time to take back your strength. It's time to release the Kraken.
I wish.
Drake Interplanetary. We got your back.
It is time for something new to come along and change the game. And it is most definitely time to release the Kraken. We got a bunch of Drake ships. Well, not a bunch, but we got some Drake ships. Oh, a button? Let's push it.
Mention the name Drake Interplanetary in a room and you're sure to kick off some debate. To some, they're villains, arming the most dangerous elements in the verse with the tools to wreak havoc. But did you know that this criminal connection was only made possible because Drake's ships were so common? In the infamous Kessel Ring heist of 2903, a Drake Caterpillar was used specifically because it was easy to blend in with the masses in flight.
Criminals. Shame. We have just the main room and the downstairs. Well, this ought to be a quick tour. Over here, we have the Drake Herald with a button.
No one brings the thunder to IAE quite like Drake Interplanetary. Love them or hate them, their ships have become versatile and affordable options for everyone from security and militia forces to haulers trying to scrape a living out in the black. The Drake Red Medic ship was recently recognized for the most lives saved, thanks to the ship's usage in med stations and in hospitals around the UAE.
So we have the Drake Herald. I have flown it. It is fun. Doesn't bank. But it's a fun little package. It would be better if there was actually, you know, gameplay for it. There's not a whole lot going on the inside. We'll tour it, because it'll take 2 seconds. Once you enter the ship, if you look to your right, you'll be at the cockpit. If you look to the left, you're not. That's the end of the tour. Thank you. Now, so we have the hacking terminal. Sorry, the data running terminal. Weapons rack right when you enter. The pilot's seat. This ship is pretty fast. Doesn't pack a lot of punch, but it's fast. Yeah, 5 MFDs as the pilot. And it's Drake, so you know. No escapes. Try to turn, give yourself a wide berth. Otherwise you gonna crash. Support station won't even turn on. You have your one bed in the back. You have a sink, and you have a space pooper. Without a door. A little bit too close to the bed for comfort. And that's about the end of the tour for this one. It is fun though. I've flown it. It's definitely got some speed. And we've got the Drake Caterpillar. Now, this is one of the hardest ships that I've ever flown. It doesn't bank. It'll fly in a straight line. But just don't need to bank. Period. Try landing on a planet with minimal experience and you will go kablooey. But it is a very good ship. At the beginning of 315 PTU, we rented one. And we filled it with laranite, and it was a very good haul. I don't remember what we got total, but it was worth it. It was well worth it. Then we have the Cutlass. Everybody loves the Cutlass Black. I mean, it is one of the best starters, for sure. It can hold cargo. It can do bounties. At least pre-15 was easier to do bounties. Not saying you can't do them in 15. It was just easier prior. Not a whole lot to the interior of the ships, but you got a nice big cargo hold. You've got doors leading out both sides. ROCs, no problem. And then you have the Cutty Red, which is the medical variant. You can no longer set these beds to your spawn point, but you can fly around and heal people in them if you like the medical gameplay. Up front, exactly the same. And then we have the Cutty Blue, which is my personal favorite of the Cuttys. You got yourself a small cargo hold, which will fit an ROC. You've got your storage cells for, you know, when we can actually bring people back alive. The front of the ship is the same. Standard. I don't know why it's my favorite. It just is. I find it fun. Moving on around, we have the Drake Buccaneer. I have a very love-hate relationship with this ship. I love it because of its speed and its firepower. I hate it, well, because of the glass cannon aspect. Yeah, she'll throw a punch, but you hit her with a Q-tip and she'll blow up. If you watched my Ion video, I believe it was the Ion, it literally only took one shot to kill it, so. Good ship, just make sure you don't get hit. That's my personal experience. I'm not saying it's going to be the same for everyone.
Introduced in 2887, Drake's Buccaneer almost begs its pilots to pick a fight. While it doesn't have the versatility of something like the Hornet, the Bucks got heart and enough firepower to make it a serious threat in any engagement. Though it's been associated with multiple crimes throughout the Empire, it's also become a mainstay for local security forces and militia looking to keep the peace.
Yeah, she's good. I love her, but I hate her at the same time. Okay. Walking up the wall. And then we go downstairs over here and we have the dragonflies on the other side of that wall, not here. Which, dragonflies are fun. We got our dragonfly for subscriptions. Somebody signed up using my code. Got the dragonfly with the LTI, and that is what we use to upgrade to the Deemer. So my Deemer has LTI, which I still kind of regret getting rid of the 400i for. We have the Kraken. This is going to be a mean ship when it finally releases in 20 years. I mean, it just looks mean. It looks good. It looks real good. So I believe this is the Drake carrier. Obviously, it's the carrier. It's got the launch pads. You're definitely not going to be able to make her stealthy, though. I feel like that Kraken commercial we just watched was a little bit wrong in that aspect. I'm pretty sure those ships would have detected it a long time before they even arrived. We have the Vulture. Another one that I'm personally looking forward to. I want the salvage to come online. Yeah. This one, it could be a fun ship, depending on how the salvage gameplay is, what mechanics it has, what the mini game is. Is that the Corsair? Yeah. I really want the exploration and the science gameplay to come about, because I know we have science ships in the game, which should be tomorrow. My science vessel should be out. But I want that, and I want the exploration to come out, because I want to see how their gameplay is going to be. Yeah, that's going to do it for IAE Day 8. I think I said 7 early in the video. I apologize. This is, in fact, Day 8. Join us tomorrow for MISC. That'll be a fun one. Yeah. But, as always, thank you for joining me. Have a good evening. And if you think I did well enough, please hit that like and subscribe button.